What's up, everybody? It's Danny from Hawk Knock Cards coming at you with another video. In today's video, I thought I would do something a little bit different. I'm going to go through some stacks of cards, and I'm going to call this video, "These are a few of my favorite cards that, as my buddy Seth would say, that define me as a collector." So if you've watched any of my past videos, I appreciate that, and you probably realize that by now that I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm talking about. I did absolutely no preparation for this video. I didn't make a PowerPoint this time or anything like that. All I did was I went through some boxes of cards and pulled out some of my favorite cards that stick out to me and some of the cards that I have out on display inside my house. Like you can tell in the background, I'm not a very organized person. You see some old boxes of cheaper end sports cards that I've opened over the years. You see some boxes that had top loaders in them, some just random cards stacked up. That's kind of how I collect. I'm not very organized, but without any further ado, let's get off to showing off some of my favorite cards. So this first card that I want to show, this is a Michael Jordan Have a High Flying Day Valentine. I'm just kidding. That's not one of my favorite cards. I think that's a stupid card. I just thought it would be funny to show. Next up, we have the Michael Jordan Larry Bird Fanimation. This is just a cool piece of art, I think. I have the other Fanimation of Michael Jordan from the, the 92, 93 Upper Deck, something like that. The Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Fanimation comic book card. And of course, I have the Michael Jordan SP1. A lot of these first cards are going to be Michael Jordan cards because that's my number one PC. I do have a SP1 that is currently at PSA getting graded right now. Can't wait to get that back. I'm hoping it gets at least a 9, and who knows, maybe I'll get lucky enough to get a 10. Of course, what Michael Jordan collection wouldn't be complete without a Dream Team. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I just got a pleasant surprise. My son just got back from college. He's here on a Wednesday. He's going to stay the rest of the week and the weekend. He has a band deal coming up here in Wichita. My son is a college student at Kansas State University, and I grew up as a K-State fan ever since middle school, and it's just been a blessing for me to have my son there at K-State and be in the marching band for football the last couple of years. Pretty cool. But anyway, as I was saying, what collection wouldn't be complete without this 92 USA basketball team card from NBA Hoops? I don't know, maybe I'll get that graded someday. We'll see. Next up, two of my favorite all-time players. Magic Johnson was my first favorite player when I was a kid. Huge Lakers fan. Loved watching Magic Johnson play. As a player myself, I tried to model my game after him, and I say that kind of laughing because I don't think there will ever be anyone that can play like Magic Johnson, or Michael Jordan for that matter. Next up, this Stadium Club of the one and only Michael Jordan just about to embarrass Patrick Ewing by dunking over his back. That's just an iconic card. What an iconic image. What a rivalry those teams had. The Bulls and the Knicks games, those were so much fun, especially in the playoffs. All right, I'll try to speed through the rest of these. I got a Michael Jordan Star Rookies. I currently have an electric diamond version of that at PSA getting graded. At this Metal Universe, I believe this is the Nuts and Bolts card. Pretty cool looking card. Not a high dollar card by any means, just a base card, but it's still pretty cool. Next up, I got the Hardwood Leaders from the, the 97 Flair. Tough card to grade. I really wanted to get one graded. In fact, I got one that was encased that got an 8, and I cracked it out and took a closer look at it. All sorts of scratches. I don't know if this is the one. I think I have 2 of them. On the surface, I don't see how it got an 8. Whatever the grading company was, it wasn't one of the major grading companies, so this card has no chance of getting a 10. Then I got the regular Fanimation of Michael Jordan soaring through the space stadium in his space suit, and I don't know what is going on in that, but it's a pretty cool image, little cartoon card. All right, the one and only Rickey Henderson, one of my favorite baseball players as a kid. Probably just stole at a base where he broke some kind of record, and he's like, give me that base. I just think that's a cool card. All right, I got the, what is this? The 83 Fleer. Yeah, I'm not sure about the year on that. You can correct me in the comments if you want to. But this is one of those cards where there's another half of the card over here, and the other half of the card is Power, and it's got Reggie Jackson. I think I have the other half of the card somewhere in my collection. I hope I do. I hope I didn't lose that card. But anyway, just a cool card. When I was a kid, this card and having the Reggie Jackson card next to it in my binder was one of my favorite cards, or two cards to look at as a little kid. And golly, it just stuck out to me as being pretty cool. All right, and then I have a couple of these. What are these? The 83 Fleer? I don't even know. 82 Fleer? Rickey Henderson cards. I had a couple of cards in the set. 1981. This must be 82 Fleer. He had the most hits and most runs. Rickey Henderson did. Awesome player. Cool card. I love this image. I love the windbreaker jacket. Those are just cool. I think those need to come back in style. All right. The next one, I have some George Brett cards. George Brett and Rod Carew, best hitters. Little Donruss card. Is this 82 Donruss? 80? I don't even know. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, I do know what I'm talking about with this card right here, because it's one of my favorite sets of all time, the 1980 Topps Iconic set, mainly because of the Rickey Henderson rookie card. Did you know that Rickey Henderson is the last Hall of Fame baseball player to only have one rookie card? That's right, because in 1981, Donruss and Fleer came out with sets, and from then on, there's been multiple companies that made sets of baseball cards. So Rickey Henderson, last Hall of Famer to have one rookie card. Pretty cool. But anyway, this is the George Brett, one of my favorite players. Grew up a Kansas City Royals fan. Just a couple of random cards. I don't really collect Ken Griffey Jr., but recently I picked up a huge collection of baseball cards. They had a bunch of Ken Griffey Jr. cards in it. And anytime you can have a picture of Ken Griffey Jr. blowing a bubble on a baseball card, I don't think it gets any cooler than that. The kid blowing a bubble, that's what kids do. And of course, the 95 Pinnacle iconic baseball card of Ken Griffey Jr. blowing a huge bubble with bubble gum. And you can see in the background what he has in his locker. Who knows what that spray can is, a 24. He's got some signed baseballs. He's got some newspaper clippings. He looks like he's got a framed photograph of some kind. Some more signed baseballs. He's got his clothing in the background. Just an awesome, awesome card. I did have the museum collection version of this card, and my buddy Bobby and I, shout out to Bobby, we took a close look at it to see if we could maybe get it graded to maybe get at least a 7 on it, and we both agreed that it had a chance of getting a 7. We sent it off to PSA and got it back 4 months later. Long 4 months waiting on that. And when we got it back, I think it got, what did it get? Like a 6 or something like that. And there was a huge scratch right across the bubble right there that stuck out like a sore thumb. I said, Bobby, do you remember there being a scratch right there? And he said, nope. I said, I don't remember there being a scratch right there. I don't think we would have sent it off if we knew it had that scratch right there. But anyway, we got it back, had a scratch on it that I don't think was there when we sent it off. So thanks a lot, PSA. I had to crack that one out of the slab and sell it raw. Definitely pointed out the scratch on my listing to let the buyer know exactly what they were getting. And I think I sold it for like $260. One of my highest selling sports cards that I've ever sold was this Ken Griffey Jr. 1995 Pinnacle, the museum collection version, which this is not. This is just the base version. Another card from my childhood that sticks out like a sore thumb. Every time I looked at this card, I was just enamored by the little title down here. At the bottom, it says Steve and Carlton, and then it says Carlton and Fisk. Well, if you know anything about baseball, you probably know the guy on the left, his name is Steve Carlton, and the guy on the right, his name is Carlton Fisk. And I just looked at that, and I remember as a little kid, you know, I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and I was just confused. I was like, wait a minute, who is that? Is that Steve Carlton or Carlton? I don't understand. Why does it say that? It took me a while to understand a little more of the English language when I got a little older to wrap my fingers around exactly what that card said. Anyway, just a cool card because of the title at the bottom. All right, next up, I have a stack of some of my slab cards, but before I show you that, my wife, when she was a little girl, she went to a thing where George Brett and Willie Wilson was there, and she got these two, I think they're 3x5 cards, autographed. So maybe someday I'll send these off to PSA and get them slabbed up or put them in a frame or something. Just pretty cool autographs of two of my favorite all-time Royals. All right, the only Troy Aikman rookie that I have, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, by the way, is the Topps version. I wish I had the score version, but I don't. This is a CGC 9 Troy Aikman rookie card. Pretty cool card. I actually like the way this card looks a lot better than the score card. I'm not a big fan of the 89 score myself, but I know that's everybody else's favorites. I got a few other Magic Johnson cards. The 1981 Topps Super Action. I wish I had the regular Magic Johnson card of that year, but I don't. What is this? Is this the 86 Fleer sticker? Pretty cool, from the iconic 86 Fleer set. Pretty good looking cards, in good shape. Found it in a garage sale box years ago. This one I ordered off eBay. It is from the 1980 Topps set, which is his rookie year, but many people don't consider this to be his rookie card because this is his all-star card, so I guess it doesn't really count. Not an expensive high-dollar card at all, but I gotta have a rookie at some point. I gotta get the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Dr. J rookie someday. All right, and then one of my favorite Magic Johnson cards is from this 87 Fleer set, which is really tough to get a good grade in, but this is a good-looking card from his 1987, mid to late 80s Magic Johnson's heyday, so I had to pull that one out. Next up, we got one of my favorite Kobe Bryant cards in my collection because of the joyous celebration that he's sharing with Shaquille O'Neal, who... It's been well published that him and Shaq didn't really get along very well, but obviously they loved winning championships together. So what an awesome card. It's Kobe Bryant. What is it? 98 Fleer Ultra, or not 98. I don't even know what year it is. 2000 Fleer Ultra. Kobe Bryant jumping into Shaquille O'Neal's arms, giving each other a big hug after winning the NBA championship. And last but not least, in really no particular order, I have a PSA 8 copy of this Michael Jordan, the 97 Metal Universe Championship card. Someday I want to get the regular Metal Universe card from that set where it looks like he's flying through outer space and about to throw down the ball and dunk it into some kind of oblivion. If you've seen that card, it's one of the most iconic Michael Jordan base cards that there is. So just the championship is really tough to get this in the right light to show off what it looks like, where you can see the colors of the card and the blue sky and the Chicago skyline in the background. But, you know, one of the more cool Michael Jordan base cards that there is out there. That's it, everybody. I just wanted to show you some of the cards in my collection that I think define me as a collector. So what do you think defines me as a collector? Am I just all over the place? Am I just, you know, mainly a Michael Jordan guy, which is probably what I am? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching this video. Peace out, homies.